My name is Misaki, and I'm a working housewife. I live with my husband Gilbert, just the two of us. It's sunny today and the breeze feels so nice.
Yeah, the gentle breeze feels just right, and it feels great with the window open.
On days like this, I feel like getting a lot of housework done, but I also feel like lounging around while enjoying the breeze.
Ah, and that's true. Anything would feel nice on a day like this.
What should we do today? Hey, Gilbert, is there anything you'd like to do?
Let's see. If I had to pick something, I'd say I'd like to eat something delicious.
Something delicious, huh? Hey Gilbert, do you think my cooking is tasty?
Huh? Oh, of course, it's always delicious.
Thank you. So, the usual meal is fine, right? By the way, Gilbert, is there anything else you want to do?
Right now, I can tell you definitely want to just lounge around.
We were living a very ordinary life like this. One day, I got a call from my brother-in-law, Dale.
I'm sorry to bother you, sister-in-law, but I have something I need to discuss.
Discuss? Did something happen? If it's something I can help with, just tell me.
Thank you. Actually, Zinnia has postpartum depression. I have a business trip next week, but I'm really worried. Could you take care of them while I'm away?
I see, that's definitely concerning. Hold on a moment. Gilbert? Actually.
I understand. I don't mind at all.
Hello? We're fine with it, so don't worry and go on your business trip.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And so, a week later, my sister Zinnia and her baby came to stay with us.
Heck, why am I such a table mother? That baby would be better off being raised by someone more competent than me.
When you're feeling down, it's easy to think negatively. But Zinnia, taking care of a child isn't just about technique.
Gilbert.
Hey Gilbert, can you soothe the baby while I make some formula?
No, you handle that, Misaki. Right now, supporting Zinnia is more important. Housework and the baby are your responsibility, remember?
Responsibility? When did that happen? Gilbert was only concerned about Zinnia and didn't seem to care about the baby at all. I explained the situation to my company and arranged to work from home, but juggling work and taking care of 3 people was incredibly hectic. Somehow, I managed to get through the week and safely handed the baby and Zinnia back to Dale. About a month later, I was out in town for work when... Huh? Isn't that Gilbert's car? Why is it here?
The movie was great. How did you like it, Gilbert?
It wasn't my usual genre, but for some reason, I really enjoyed it.
I know, right? It was so well made.
No, it's because you were sitting next to me.
Oh my gosh, Gilbert, stop it.
Excuse me? What are you two doing here?
What, Misaki? What are you doing here?
Oh no, Gilbert, let's get in the car, quick.
Yeah, Zinnia, hurry.
Hey, wait a minute. Clearly, they were in a romantic mood and ran away, leaving me shaken. After work, I planned to confront Gilbert, but when I got home, the place was ransacked. Gilbert's belongings were gone, and the bank books were missing, replaced by divorce papers on the table. Nearly 10 years passed since Gilbert disappeared, and then one day... Oh, the doorbell. Who is it? Wait.
Hey, long time no see, Misaki. You didn't move, huh?
Gilbert, what do you want now?
Well, I was wondering how you were doing. You look well. That's good. It's been a while. So let's stalk inside. Make us some tea.
No, I have nothing to say to you.
It's been a long time since then. Hey, Misaki, haven't you been lonely?
Why do you think that?
I bet you've been alone since then, right? I'm willing to get back together with you now.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Back then. Well, I left on a whim. Unlike charming and beautiful Zinnia, you're just ordinary. So no one would come near you. If I don't help you, you'll never find anyone else.
Ha! That's not true, and you have no right to say that.
Come on, be honest. How long do you plan to stay a lonely old lady? I'm your savior. This is your last chance to get back together. If you don't, you'll never get married for the rest of your life.
Gilbert suddenly showed up, not even apologizing, and arrogantly proposed getting back together. So, I decided to tell the clueless Gilbert the truth. Sorry, but you'll never be my savior, not in a million years.
You can say that now, but if you get back together with me, you'll change your mind quickly.
No, that's not it. I'm already remarried.
What? Ah, come on, don't be ridiculous. There are times in life when being honest is crucial, and this is one of those times.
Hey Misaki, it's really noisy. What's going on?
A man, what are you doing here?
Well, what do you mean?
Let me introduce you. This is my husband, Daiki.
Hello, I'm her husband, Daiki, and you are.
This is my ex-husband, Gilbert. He showed up without any notice.
I see. So you're the infamous ex-husband.
Gilbert was frozen with an expression of disbelief.
What? Misaki, you're remarried to this guy. You've got to be kidding. Why did you remarry?
Why are you angry? I'm the one who should be angry. You suddenly disappeared with my sister, taking the bank books with you. How dare you show your face here?
I told you, it was a moment of madness.
Do you think that excuses anything? You don't even know how shocked I was back then.
Misaki broke down crying during a business meeting. When I heard her story, I couldn't just leave her like that. But she was diligent with her work afterward and never showed any signs of struggle.
At first, I was just sad, but gradually, I started to get a bit angry. I tried to tell myself I couldn't keep moping around for someone like him.
Even so, Misaki, you overcame such adversity with a smile. And I admire that strength and positivity in you.
Oh, haha. Hearing it again makes me a little embarrassed. I was drawn to Daiki, who gently embraced me when I was about to lose myself.
I see. This is pretty embarrassing.
While Daiki and I were feeling embarrassed with each other, Gilbert started to get angry.
Stop it, stop it. What are you trying to show off? Is this some kind of harassment because I wanted to get back together with you? Great taste you have.
Hey, we were just getting cozy. Why ruin the moment?
Of course I would ruin it. I didn't come all this way to see that.
Oh, right. You came here because you thought Misaki was still single and tried to take advantage of it, right?
What? No, that's not it. I finally realized my true feelings.
It took you 10 years to realize those true feelings?
I couldn't help it. I was just that immature. But now I'm different. I've faced my own heart, and I want to get back together with you, Misaki.
Recently, Dale told me that Zinnia asked him to get back together too. She said it was a moment of madness. Quite a coincidence, huh?
Oh, well, sometimes there are coincidences like that in life.
Is it really something you both realized at the same time? What kind of story did you come up with to get here? It wasn't a breakup fight, was it?
Don't call it a story. I really care about you.
But when questioned, Zinnia seems to have told everything to Dale.
Yeah, I heard too, about using the stolen bank books to start a business, which then failed to take off. As a result, you're left with a huge amount of debt you can't repay, right?
Huh? What a joke. Zinnia must have made up some bold lies.
Not as bold as yours. Because I can't think of any reason for you to come here other than for money.
No, I realized that the one I truly love is you, Misaki. That's why I left Zinnia and came here.
You really don't intend to tell the truth, do you? But it's too late, because we're living a very happy life here. You can deal with your problems on your own.
Fine. I'll tell you everything. It's just as Zinnia said. The business failed, and I'm buried in debt. So help me out. We used to be close, right?
We're like strangers now, right? I don't care about that. More importantly, I'll make sure you return everything you took. Be prepared.
Huh? Hey, did you even listen to me? I'm in an enormous amount of debt. There's no way I can pay it back.
Gilbert finally seemed willing to talk honestly, but he was dumbfounded when I told him to return the money. As I was about to sigh at Gilbert.
You have to return what you borrowed. Stealing will get you caught by the police. That's common sense.
Whoa, who is this kid? Wait, could it be?
Yes, this is our daughter, Sakura. As you can see, she's more responsible than you.
That's right. But you know, my daddy the CEO is even more responsible.
CEO. This man is a CEO. You mentioned something about a business meeting. Were you negotiating with a CEO?
Yes, thanks to someone, I lost all my savings and faced a bleak future. When I was working desperately, Daiki reached out to me. Our current life is all thanks to Daiki's support.
No, it's not like that. I just lent a helping hand. Our current life is the result of Misaki's hard work.
Hey, you're a CEO, right? You must have a lot of money.
Sorry, but I have no intention of forgiving someone who hurt Misaki. I won't give a single yen to someone like you.
Please, somehow. Just a little, enough to get by for a month. If I can get through that, I can rebuild my business. Think of it as an investment.
If you really had the skills to rebuild, your company wouldn't have collapsed under such debt. That debt is proof of your lack of ability. Accept it and move on.
And never come to our house again. If you don't return my savings, I'll involve the police. Gilbert, coldly dismissed by Daiki and me.
Are you really okay with this? If you chase me away now, you will definitely regret it.
What are you babbling about? Just give up and go home. Or should I call the police right now?
Try it if you can, but know this, in my current state, I can never repay the money. You'll just watch a nightmare of in full payments for the rest of your life.
Doesn't it make you sad to say that yourself?
Oh, if you pity me, give me money. I'll return it to you many times over. Then you'll get your savings back and be all the better for it.
If that's the case, why don't you borrow money from somewhere else and try to multiply it? The fact that you haven't done that means you have no way of making money.
Oh, you hit a sore spot, but you're right. I got fooled by a lucrative deal and lost everything I had. The only option left for me is to beg money from acquaintances.
Don't be ridiculous. Think about how we feel having to deal with your selfishness. That's it. I'm calling the police right now.
You're naive. The statute of limitations for theft is 7 years. Even if you call the police now, I won't be arrested. Trying to scare me off with the police is pointless. I'll stay here until you give me the money.
You're shameless and brazen.
You're causing a nuisance. Please leave.
I refuse. I have no obligation to listen to you.
Then I'll contact the police for trespassing and violating public nuisance laws.
What? How could you use such a cowardly tactic?
Enough is enough. You hurt Mom and took her money, so why are you here asking for help? Did you throw away your pride somewhere?
This kid is really cutting into my heart. There are things adults go through that kids just can't understand.
Is that so? Maybe you're just making things difficult for yourself. When you do something wrong, you say you're sorry. You shouldn't hurt people. Why can't you do such simple things?
Well, as people grow up, they have pride and stubbornness and things like that.
But Mom and Dad can say they're sorry when they need to. You keep making excuses and pampering yourself, and that's why things went wrong. You're in a bad situation because of your own actions. You can't look away from that.
Heck, why am I getting lectured by a little kid? I know what I'm doing is the worst, but I can't help it. This is the only way I've ever lived.
It's not okay. You can't leave things wrong like that. People can start over as many times as they need to, so you just have to try again.
If you can pay off your debt, you need to work hard. You don't have time to waste here.
Right now, you're in a state where even a child has to lecture you. Regarding my savings, pay it back when you're able to. In return, don't come here again.
Damn it! What the hell? What is this?
And so, Gilbert left, trudging off to somewhere. Whether it was Sakura's lecture or not, Gilbert began to work seriously. Despite the large amount of debt and having to take on multiple part-time jobs to make ends meet, he persevered and worked hard from morning till night. As a result, anonymous cash began to be delivered to our house from time to time. On the other hand, Zinnia was left destitute, unable to reconcile with Daliu and cut off from her family. Upon learning that Gilbert was working hard, Zinnia asked him to get back together, but he refused, saying, "I need to cut all bad ties." Thus, Zinnia also began working to repay her debts, but unlike Gilbert, who faced the future with optimism, she worked grudgingly with her head down, unable to afford any luxuries. And as for our family,
Hey, what's the difference between a bonkachin and a donut?
Oh, well,
the main difference is that one is baked and the other is fried. Both are sweet treats made mainly from flour, and their shapes are similar, so I understand what you mean, Sakura.
Oh, I see.
you explained that really fast.
But while donuts are fried, bonkachin is made by layering the batter. It takes a lot of effort, but that creates a unique deliciousness.
Mom, do you like bonkachin?
I think she's just in the mood for it.
Bonkachin has a long history, with some theories tracing it back to ancient Greece. The layers of bonkachin can be said to represent its history.
So, does that mean the first bonkachin was just a baked donut?
That's an insightful observation. It's said that the first ones were just dough wrapped around a stick and baked, so Sakura's point isn't entirely wrong.
Well, Sakura, looks like Mom praised you.
Yay! I'm so happy.
Since then, we have been living peaceful days. On this particular day, we found ourselves talking about bonkachin. My specialty is chocolate, but there are bonkachin with chocolate toppings. So, in other words, bonkachin equals chocolate. Who better to talk about it than me? With that enthusiasm, I started talking, but Daiki and Sakura's reactions weren't very good. I was speaking quickly to pack in as much knowledge as possible in a short time, but they seemed unimpressed, staring blankly, possibly due to a sugar deficiency. As I stuffed chocolate into their mouths, we continued to talk about the history of baked sweets.
If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.